Sorry, they say Gloria a lot at the end. Although I say Azoria, but that's my mental illness. So tomorrow I'll be streaming early because I can't eat tomorrow, and I have to take disgusting liquid stuff at 6 p.m. So I'll be in the bathroom all night. And then Thursday, I'm having a colonoscopy and an endoscopy. So I won't be streaming Thursday. And then Friday night, I'm seeing the Braves game with Archer. So I'll stream Friday in the morning or early afternoon. So the only day I'm going to miss is Thursday. But I'll be streaming early on Wednesday and Friday. And then back to normal, hopefully, assuming I don't die during the procedure. If I die during the procedure, you're all banned. Rawr! Although mainly I'm banned. Thanks, Endless Sauce. You're the best. Yay, my shirt's the best. It says blah, 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 the end. Yay, Bob Green 80 gifted a sub. That's good timing because the Masters is starting soon. Go for the green. Mm-hmm. The only way to find out if I'm vegan is type !vegan. And if you type the wrong exclamation mark, then you still won't know. Mm-hmm. Hey, you did it. Somebody did it. See, I've been a vegetarian. I've been a vegan for 5 years now, I think. And 3 months. I was a vegetarian since July of '86. And then as a New Year's resolution, I guess 2018, I guess it was 18, I became a vegan. Somebody has to do it. It is a normal diet. The diet you're on is a murdering, eating dead carcass diet. That's crazy. My diet's the only normal diet. The rest of you are insane. Gloria, da-da-da. It says Gloria a lot at the end. Not the Umberto Tozzi, one that's the original, but the Laura Branigan one. That's more fun. What do I think of pescatarianism? I think they're murdering billions of fish and torturing them. So that's what I think of it. Eating the carcasses of dead animals is disgusting, and you should all be ashamed. As long as the bacon's vegan, that's fine. Yay, go Nordic cucumber. Go cucumbers. A hype train is close. Yeah, the only time I was at Truist Park wasn't for a ball game. I was about 40 feet outside eating at a Thai restaurant. But I could see in the stadium. I didn't go in. It was after a bridge event nearby. This time I'm actually going to go in the stadium. Yeah, yesterday I was watching the Cardinals play the Braves. They're playing right now. And I was like, man, I've been to the Cardinals where they play, Busch Stadium. I've never been to Truist Park. So I guess I should go there. I've never been to Turner Field either, and I never will. Yeah, I think Truist Park is great. The Battery is great too, exactly. Do I like the Smiths? What year is this? Is this the 1980s or 1990s? Damn. The answer is they're okay. They're okay. Go Hype Train, you're close. Yeah, we get to watch the Braves on that place that went bankrupt. Bally Sports. So I didn't tell you yet, mainly because I forgot. Also, I forgot Trump was arrested today until somebody mentioned in the chat. I got an email from chess.com about 4 hours ago saying, your opponents are cheating and here's your higher rating. So I was 2770 this morning. Now I'm 2780. That's the way I get to 2850 is I don't play and they find out all my opponents are cheating and my rating keeps going up. That's better than the alternative, playing. So they never say who was cheating, but yeah, somebody was. Hillary Clinton is behind Trump's arrest. Probably. Yeah, there is a risk of recidivism. That's right. I could almost say recidivism, but I can't. All right, let's play chess. Go chess. Mm-hmm. This is actually my Chessable course. Shockingly. Exciting stream. I mean, if he didn't play here and just moved his rook attacking my queen, I don't see how I could have escaped attack. Because my pawn here is hanging. But he's playing for more. Professional athletes, always wanting more. Guess I can't blame him. Thanks, Lusty Vibes, for subscribing. Hooray! A terrible game. 2 mistakes, 4 blunders, 2 missed wins. Hey. 1 bit. Thanks, Big Daddy. Remember, guys, just donate. Don't suggest who's in the chat. Yeah, at the end of the game, when we both have less than 10 seconds, I'm trying to win on time. The strength of the moves doesn't matter. That's why you guys lose on time a lot. Once you see 10 seconds, you just move instantly. You don't think about whether your moves are good. You just win on time. Hooray. Someday you guys will learn that. No, I'm kidding. You guys will always just lose on time. But then say, why didn't you play here? At the beginning of the game, if there's better moves, then you should play them. In the last 10 moves of the game, where you both have less than 10 seconds and you win on time, you're trying to win on time. There's a free chess lesson for you. Big Daddy give a lot of bits. That pays for the lesson. All right, getting close to 2,800. That's the first step to 2,850. And then if I lose some games, hopefully chess.com gives me the points back. Oh, the course link is www.yomama.com. I wonder what actually is in that link. Probably owned by Trying to Learn. It's Poland? Yeah, sometimes it's Indonesia when I think it's Poland. Everybody's going all in. Always play F3. Yay, 27.95. Zero mistakes, zero blunders. I don't believe that, but thank you. Thanks, Danny Wrench. Okay, I'm over 2,800 if I win this game. That usually means I lose or draw. That's the way chess goes. 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 Why didn't I play this last move? I guess because I didn't see it. Hope it's good. Yeah, okay. So it was okay, but not great. He plays knight g6 check. Darn. So it wasn't good. That's why I didn't play it. I should have thought more about that. That move is hard to meet. It's hard to vegan too. I had one stalemate trick. Yeah, whenever I'm trying to get to 2,800, I lose the game right before it. It's always a struggle. Big money, no whammy, stop. 9.99. Thanks, Xenoid. You're the best. Yay, 1,200 subs. Go subs. If you're not sacrificing your queen, you're not trying. I guess probably Karen and Archer are home. The dogs are barking like crazy. Is that bishop worth a queen? It's close. Yeah, I could have just played here last move. I mean, I'm going to win anyway, but still. All right, we're still one game away from 2,800. Always play bishop f8. Well, I didn't see that. I didn't see this. Darn. I don't see anything. That's why I lose. 30 seconds and losing. That's not good. Thanks, Heinz7. I always lose the game right before I'm 2,800. Darn. I just can't do it. 7 blunders. That's a lot. Stop the game. It's too exciting. Oh, I didn't see rook here. Darn. I should have won that game. I wasn't close to 2,800 yet. Also, I was winning. Usually that doesn't matter if I was winning or not. HSTV. God, how do I do this to myself? God, how do I lose to this guy? I guess all my moves are terrible. That's one way to do it. Yes, I'm the best. 3 mistakes, 5 blunders. I didn't think I was going to win that, Kim. Hooray. Go, Ben. I played better than perfect. I'm actually ahead rating points this stream. It seems like I've lost every game. But I started at 2780 and I'm 2787. Sometimes when I win between 1 and 10 points in a stream, I lose like 30 games. It just seems like it's a disaster. Because I'm playing people on my own rating. So if I win 31 and lose 30, I gain points. But, you know, I'm usually playing you guys. So I win 90 and you know, cheat in one game and win something. Something like that. As long as you're cheating. This guy's going to check raise me. And he's Canadian. Hooray for Ben. Stop playing so slow and bad. Play bad and fast. Oops. Let's see, my rook was attacked. Yes. 2 mistakes, 6 blunders, 1 missed win. Yeah, I did hang my rook. Okay, if I win this game, I'm 2,800. You know what that means. Not sure what, but it means something. What? What's wrong with me? That's why I moved my rook away, so I wouldn't have to calculate bishop f6. God, what's the matter with me? How's everybody doing? Good? Good. This is in my Chessable course, Queen C2. Hey, sweetie. Nah, that doesn't sound like coffee. Darn.
I just brewed some coffee for you.
Oh.
I just went on and said,
Whenever I'm one game away from 2,800, I lose. It's 3 times already, just now too. I like hung a piece for nothing. I'm playing a line I recommend in my Chessable place.
I'll go back up and get the coffee. I have to let the dogs back in. How's everybody doing?
I've just been playing people today, my own rating. I'm up 7 points. Feels like I'm down like 1,000. So here and there.
So,
How did it go there?
I
Yeah.
won, and Archer won. Aiden won. You know, Karen's out of town.
So she didn't win?
Right. What's wrong with this thing? Doesn't want to stand up.
That's what she said.
It's kind of strange. Let's switch. I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. Equipment issue.
That's what she said. If you say that's what she said one more time.
I didn't fix it. I think I made it worse. Darn. Hope it doesn't tip over. I can look at it later, but it's not a quick fix. Could tip.
Just the tip.
Anyway, so I've been at Music Bingo. I won. Archer won. Aiden won. And then the other Karen was out of town. Stephen rarely wins. He doesn't know any music. But I mean, we're all helping each other. And so Tuesday nights we go to Music Bingo. And it's fun. We like the music, and also the food's good. And some friends of mine from karaoke go, and her son. I take ours. Anyway, it's fun. But tonight, when we got there, I don't know who the person was, but a staff person at the restaurant. This is before bingo had started. So I guess she was the night manager.
Yeah, I won.
Came to our table and said that somebody said that last week we were using Shazam and we were cheating at our table. And we were not. So I was just real nice about it. I was like, well, no, I mean, we get on our phones and text, but we're not cheating. So this week we we didn't get. I was the oldest at the table, so I was sort of in charge. And
People, you were complaining you were cheating at Music Bingo.
I know.
The prize is nothing.
It's free to play, but
What?
well, there's more to this story. But we absolutely were not cheating. But Shazam is an app. It's one of many apps that you can use to identify a song.
Who doesn't know what Shazam is? Caffeine Jones doesn't know?
Yeah,
How old are you, 90?
He's old.
Oh, he's old.
He's like me.
What? Everybody knows what Shazam is.
He knows it.
They even made fun of it on Family Guy. He was using Shazam, and he's like, "What's that?" He said, "It's an app." He said, "What's an app?" And he told him what apps were, and Peter's like, "What?" And Peter started downloading all. He didn't know there was apps. Yeah.
Well, Niles Monkey Man says, Music Bingo, the ultimate game of honor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I just told everybody at the table, well, you know, we didn't cheat, obviously, but don't anybody text except for in between the rounds so that they can't accuse us
Now let me ask
cheating.
you a hypothetical question.
Yeah.
It's not hypothetical. Would Karen and Aiden in the past have ever used Shazam?
Well, that's part of my story. Let me tell the story.
Oh, okay.
So, so tonight we didn't, we weren't able to text anybody in between the rounds, and we just crushed it. I won 90s alternative, and I forgot which category Archer won in, but they had 90s alternative, 80s, 70s, and I know what it was, five and dime, some catch-all category from different eras. But House Square, I know. I'm very wholesome.
Wow, DeJounte Murray has 9 times. All right.
But anyway, we hadn't cheated. I've never cheated, and Archer's never cheated. However, in the past, for 3 or 4 weeks, I'm going to say this was maybe 6 months ago, Aiden, one of the people in our group, did use Shazam, and you're not supposed to use Shazam. You know, it's fun, it's free. And Archer and I objected. I was surprised, but his mom didn't say anything. And he's an adult. I mean, he's 20, but you know, you don't ever stop being the mom. I mean, I would be like, you know, put that shit away. That's cheating. But she didn't. And I think that she was kind of cheating too, maybe. I'm not real sure. But we complained about it. And then the next week, this was 6 months ago. Then the next week, probably 2 or 3 times after that in a row, Aiden tried to cheat. But Karen, his mom, who was also named Karen, was no longer participating. And Archer and I just flat out told him when he told us an answer, we don't want to hear any answers from Shazam. So then he stopped doing it because, you know, we made it clear that we were not interested in cheating at music bingo. So maybe that was some kind of karma coming back, but there's been no cheating at our table for a few months, and there was only briefly, and it was
like that for a few months.
Just a subset of our table, and I don't know. I mean, I know that's the whole fun. I agree. Confused. What is the point of even playing? And I grew up in a super competitive household, and there was no cheating. You know, you might get punched. There's no cheating. We played a lot of games, and I would have been just so shameful. I mean, my dad was into games, and my brothers and my uncle and my cousins. We used to always play gin and rummy, and we would play, like, whoever lost had to do the dishes. And so I just grew up where it was really fun to compete, and there was no cheating. But anyway, we were falsely accused because last week, you know, we won a whole lot at our table, and this week we won a whole lot at our table. We won more than anybody else there, but there was another table that kept winning too. But, you know, I'm sorry that I know a lot of music. Did I have to do the dishes often? Yeah. We would play all kinds of games to see who had to do the dishes. And we would try to do it with teams so that, you know, there'd be 2 of. So when I would come visit my dad, my parents were divorced. That's mainly when we would do it. My brother and my stepmom and my dad, we would play all sorts of board games. And, yeah, whoever lost had to do the dishes. Shazam has a history of what you've looked up, can show it to the organizers. Well, that's true, but the accusation was made tonight for last week's game. And, you know, nobody knows what was played last week. We're on a new week. She was just letting us know that one of the other customers complained, and we were real nice about it, and we won a whole bunch again, and that should put it to rest. Also, I want a playoff. I love it when there's a playoff. So I had a playoff with this guy. He looked like he's about 30. It was 90s alternative, and they played Pets, which is Porno for Pyros, I think is the name of the band. Anyway, to me, it's always difficult to recognize that particular song. And yeah, Pets. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. Yeah, we thought that we were listening to it on the way home because that's one of the things is when we don't know songs at bingo, we listen to them on the way home. Now we learned a new song. I knew Pets, but I have a hard time recognizing it. So we listened to it and we analyzed the lyrics because at a glance, they're talking about, I don't know the exact lyrics, we could be pets or something. It sounds a little sexual and weird, but if you're into that. But they're talking about if aliens, yeah, we'll make great pets, but if aliens come to the planet, we'll make great pets. Now that's a lyric that makes sense. So we figured it out, and you know.
I know that song.
You do?
Hmm?
And so anyway, I missed that as the playoff song. I recognized that it was too late. She'd already been, that was Pets. I don't know why it was part of the song. I don't know the song real well. But then the next song I also didn't know, but they didn't say anything in the lyrics but the name. They just kept saying it. So and the other guy had already guessed wrong. So I said, I don't even remember what it was. Got a Girl, something Got a Girl. It wasn't a song I knew, but
It was Gata Komsky.
I did win the playoff though. I love it when there's a playoff. I can show some dominance over music knowledge. I've won every single playoff I've ever been in. Anyway, I bet the coffee's ready. So I'll go get us some. How many people here have actually tried Perrier? I hate Perrier. I just like, water with no gas. Sans gas. Ben's not drinking it anymore either. Apparently it's from 1970 or something. Don't make it any harder for Ben. Hey, Lacey. He doesn't mind me talking. He and I have discussed this many times. And my job is to come down here and talk. But, I do appreciate that you guys worry. You don't want him to lose because I'm over here yakking. Hey, CL Smith, how's it going?
Hey, SCL Smith, how he did in the tournament.
Yeah, how did you do in the tournament?
That
And
was
hey,
good.
hey, Bonarici.
Hey, can you get me an iced tea whilst you get me a coffee?
Yeah.
It's in the middle. It's in the packaging still. Easy to pull out.
You don't mind if Ben loses? Is Ben's last name Dover?
Does Karen get it yet?
Oh, Ben Dover.
There you go.
I wouldn't have gotten it. I wouldn't have. I'll read anything and I never get it. So
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
that's an old Carson joke. Somebody had, I can't remember now what it was the other night. I don't always pronounce it the right way, so then the joke doesn't go over because I don't say it the right way.
Ooh, I can go here, I think. Look at this tactic that would be in a tactics puzzle. I gotta make sure. Let's see. I take the rook on e1 first. Oh no, it doesn't work. Takes, rook takes e6. No, it doesn't work. Darn. That's why he played here, hoping that I would do it. I thought after takes I could take this, but after he takes and I take, he takes with check. And if I take this first, he takes this, and my rook's hanging. Terrible.
Yeah.
He saw everything. That's why he allowed it. I gotta play GF. All right, I'll play GF. As long as I get my knight here.
Oh, you beat Jill. Oh, let me scroll up. I missed what you said. You finished 2.5 out of 5, and you lost 12 points. Well, that's not too bad.
No, you're not 1700. You're banned.
If she didn't laugh, you would have timed him out. he would mention his appointment with Dr. Al Bendova. Thank you, Miles. He says he likes my stories.
Mm-hmm. I should go here for the crowd. The crowd has rights.
Yeah, that's the other one that I never do right. Hugh Jass. I did it this time because I recognized it, but sometimes somebody tried to get me to say Hugh Jass, and I didn't say it the right way. What do you think of Mike Lee Torres? Karen, would you trade Trae Young for Karl Anthony Towns? Well, I don't know Karl Anthony, and I do know who Trae Young is.
I would. And I know who Trae Young is. And I know who Cat is. Yeah, I would. That's not going to happen.
Amanda Hug and Kiss, that's right.
Why can't I find Amanda Hug and Kiss? Maybe your standards are too high.
Hey, Laszlo, did you play also? I didn't play, and I have reasons I didn't play. Let me see.
Because of reasons?
Wait. I'm missing some chat. Oh, you forgot about it? So I didn't play because I haven't been doing any tactics or doing any chess at all other than on the stream and some blitz here and there. I mean, I play every day, but it's a little. And I did have a chess lesson today, but I have some poker tournaments coming up. And as I've discovered, poker's pretty demanding in the way that chess is. And I've been studying and studying and playing and studying and hopefully.
And they tell two friends and they tell two friends.
So
don't forget about the drinks.
I didn't. And so I didn't really want to play in the Georgia State Championship chess, which was this past weekend, because my rating would most certainly go down. And plus, I can't spare the whole weekend playing chess. I'm playing poker. What kind of poker? Texas Hold'em, no limit. How does one study poker? Well, I mean, there are some similarities between that and chess. For example, you have to study, which I'll talk about in a second, and then you go play some poker, and then you study, and then you play, and you're obviously trying to, when you play, see how well you do, and if you feel like you've learned anything. They have tons of tools to analyze your poker hand, so if you play online, you have to master your tools, which is what I've been working on lately. So I've been using...
You mastered your tools, but are you mastered your domain?
Right. So, for example, I use this tool called Poker Tracker 4 to capture my hands from ACR, which is where I play online. And then I've just learned how to use GTO Wizard because...
GTO Wizard has to be a twist.
The correct...
GTO Wizard.
All right, hang on.
Etc.
The correct plays are based on mathematics, and you can actually analyze your hands and see how you did. So just because you didn't win money doesn't necessarily mean that you played badly, but obviously you do want to win money. That's one measure. Anyway, I'm going to go get our coffee, and then you want tea as well, and then I'll be back. There's some baits that you need to master. Man, there's a lot of noise.
Steinitz would be proud. perfect game. Except for one thing. At King D2, King E3, I didn't lose right away. Okay, I'm 2801 if I win. And I get coffee and tea as a reward. So that's also good. Sacrificing a pawn for 30 seconds. Except, for the sacrifice part.
That's the only question is how to. Thank you.
If I win this game, I'm 2801. And I blundered a pawn, I move 10. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds like me. Don't forget my tea.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you just couldn't bring it down because there were too many things.
I did forget. I got a lot on my mind. I was talking to Archer.
Did you say je regrette, mais je forget? There's nothing I can do. I don't have any tricks. Darn.
Karen, you could go be a loose cannon, which is a show where you would play against 6 other very talented poker players. Well, I really want to get on Hustler Casino Live, Max Payne Monday. That's my goal when I get a little bit better.
Man, I'm playing so bad this game. Every move I blunder. Every move. I just blunder every move. Every single move I blunder. This is the game I should win because I blunder every move and I get to 2800.
Yeah, I did miss that one the other night, GM Tortellino. I am Haywood Jablomi. I think I said it. Didn't we just have that one the other night? I said it the wrong.
Yeah, I say it sometimes.
You say it, but I said it the wrong way.
I mean, I might not even be losing here.
Jab
That doesn't make any
or
sense.
something.
How could I not be losing? I mean, I might be losing.
So any poker people there? I haven't. I on purpose stayed off Twitter today, and so now I feel out of touch with what's going on with the Berkey match
I
today.
think I'm better now. I think I
Let
have
me
an
just
advantage.
check it out real quick.
This is the game I'm going to win. The game where I should have resigned 5 times.
Let me see. I gotta look and see if there's any news.
Yeah, he's got king check.
Oh, that's funny, Laszlo. I always fall for. I'm just very wholesome. I never suspect that, . But I gotta get on Twitter real quick. Let me see what's going on. There's a heads up match between Nick Airball and Berkey. Let me see. Landon usually puts the updates. Nothing.
Yeah, I drew the game I needed to win to be 20.
Actually, maybe they're not playing today. Maybe they don't play again until the weekend. That's what's going on. I think they're not playing today.
It's pandemonium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't get to play as much chess as I was playing. I do miss that, but I'm really loving the poker.
I should play GF for this symmetry.
Yeah, I didn't really see the news much today. I know Trump got arrested, but I didn't see anything. Let me just get on there real quick. Let me see what we got. Trump pleads not guilty to 34 felony counts.
1, 2, 34 felony counts.
All right, let me see what Fox News has got to say about it.
Well, this didn't work out.
Former president, justice system has become lawless.
Lucy Lawless runs the justice system? Damn. Wonder what Lucy Liu says about that.
Okay, supposedly Stormy made an X-rated tweet.
Finally.
It's all white collar, kind of boring. Just wait till we get to the Georgia charges. Yep, C.L. Smith. I'm sure he says, I'm sure Fox News will have a reasoned and nuanced take. You didn't trick me this time, GM Tortolino. Jackie Lation tweeted about it. Her favorite tweet recently was worst 90 seconds of my life. Yeah, I haven't even read all the charges, but it sounds like that McDougal, Karen, her name's Karen McDougal's back in as a crime somehow. What does Ben's shirt say? Vegan. I don't even know. When he's done, we'll read it. The Whitewater lady. No, McDougal, well, I don't know about Whitewater. She was a Playboy you know, playmate. He had an affair with her, but I don't know all the details. I voted for Janet P. in Wisco today. Janet P. Yeah, I don't know about it all. Caffeine Jones.
Sigh.
The
Maybe I'll
crime
crash this.
fraud bump isn't actually part of the charges. Oh, Susan McDougal. Yeah. Forks were everywhere. Rawr.
After this game, we'll do puzzles.
Yeah.
Alright.
But where's Melania in all this?
She's also making a porn movie.
She's hoping he goes to jail so she can then steal all the money and put it in, hide the money in some accounts so that when he gets out, you know, she can leave.
Never play F3. That's a good example of never play F3. Then I went here and he's losing already. Also, bishop takes wasn't very good. Also, you're supposed to play A4, A5 in the opening, not whatever he did. Also, yeah, I had this against Tatev in the Chicago Open last year, whenever I played in it. So yeah, I could always repeat, so I have to. I could also go here. I could also take them B2. Should I take on B2? I don't think so. Yeah, he didn't want to draw.
You think Melania's having her hair done? Thinks she knew what she got into? Yeah.
Well, that didn't work. Well, I can't not go here, so I'll go there.
Karen's outraged about us getting accused. Well, I mean, we still won, so we showed them. I mean, I didn't really. We just were nice about it.
All right, so I gained 6 points today. Getting closer.
Good. The dim old hair is really thinning out now. What does that mean? The dim old.
Yay.
Tortellino put a comprehensive list of tricky names. Let me see.
Well, I accidentally clicked puzzles instead of custom puzzles.
Seymour Bush.
Now I have to try to solve this.
That one I knew. Rusty Kuntz. I hadn't heard that one. Seymour Butts. That's classic. Stacy Wrecked. What is that supposed to be, like erect? Stacy
Stays erect.
Oh, stay.
I think it's Queen E3.
Steve.
I accidentally clicked on a puzzle for my rating instead of like custom
Oh,
puzzles.
okay. We'll go ahead and do it.
So I'm
Steve
trying to do this
Sharps,
one.
Tara Dickoff, Tess Tickles, Viagra, Wayne, Wanker, Wayne Care,
Is it here?
Wong Liquin,
It is there.
Lickin, Wang Lickin. You got me there. Willa Benedict, Willie Falker, Willie Fucker, okay. Willie B. Hardigan, okay. Willie Stroker, Willis D. Holder. All right. Well, I did my best.
We still haven't had a train. I blame society. Probably because there's not enough people watching. Only 3,000. Boo, boo. Ready?
Yeah.
Well, I like my answer. So we'll stick with that. My shirt? Well, I didn't notice it had stuff written on it. There you go.
Let's see. That's still equal material.
See how my teams did.
So I'm not sure the exact moves, but I thought it was rook takes d6.
The Hawks are playing without Trey Young, and we're up 14 in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left.
Where's Trae Young?
He's sick.
Oh.
He's non-COVID sick. It always says non-COVID.
Then I thought the next move would be rook d1.
I agree. I think the trick is this looks good and this looks good, but I think this is better.
Right, because you got to have some manpower on that knight and getting up there.
Yeah, the Braves won 4-1. They were up 3-0 when I stopped watching, so nothing much happened.
So then, I didn't think that's where they would go, but okay.
And the Braves are 4-1. So I'm going to be streaming early tomorrow. Then I won't be streaming Thursday. I'll be tortured at the doctor's office.
So rook takes d7. Just checking. Let's move.
28-41. Very good.
That one was on.
And then on Friday, I'm going to stream in the morning, afternoon, before the Braves game.
Bye, Kathleen Jones.
Go CL Smith.
Miller Boy, I don't play on Ignition. I play on America's Card Room, and I take these group lessons, poker lessons from Faraz Jaka Coaching.
Dormez-vous.
And Faraz actually didn't want me to play on Ignition. He felt like I'm doing tournaments mainly, and he just felt like that the field was too soft and that I would learn better on ACR. That's been confirmed by my women's study group that I'm in, because they all complain that ACR is harder than like Global or Ignition.
Remember, when she says women's study group, it's not poker. They talk about shoes and dresses and stuff. Doing
I don't
hair,
even-
nails.
I don't even think I can play on Global, but a field can be too soft. Well, it can if you're trying to learn. See, so from the coach's standpoint, I'm trying to learn how to play poker, and he didn't want me just getting on Ignition. But obviously, it can't be too soft. If I study, and then I go play, and, obviously I want the softest field possible. He just didn't want me playing on there regularly, so I've just been playing on ACR. But all right, let's get
People
another
cheat
one.
on Ignition because whenever the poker game starts, they say start your engines, and they mean Ignition, but they use their their GTO solvers and stuff. Terrible. They go back to the 60s and 70s and buy a GTO. You can ask Izzy Pop. Man, that was a complicated reference. Izzy Pop one.
They're doing it a
Damn.
puzzle.
But Izzy Pop.
You can talk to him while we're doing the puzzle.
I mean, it was such a weird reference. They'll never get that GTO reference. Drives a GTO. Dun, 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 dun. Just a modern guy. I think I solved it. Unless I'm wrong, then I didn't. However, I'm not wrong. Drives a GTO. Oh yeah, Iggy Pop. That was making it more confusing. Was saying Izzy. I knew Izzy was wrong.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, Iggy Pop.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's. I was like, I just,
In the song "Lust for Life," he talks about driving a GTO. And then GTO is a poker term, obviously, that most of you don't know. However, you should know DTO. That's more important. Go, Dominic. And that's like 3 jokes. Man, I want to get to T, but it's so far. Yeah, I just thought you didn't bring it down because of too many things.
yeah,
Ugh.
that would have been a problem. Hey, can you give me some water?
Mm-hmm.
And then I want one that's already opened. It's on the door.
Okay.
So just look on the
Is
door.
it the front door or the garage door? Oh, I see it, the basement door.
No. Oh, I didn't see that move. That don't work.
There's no water in the fridge door.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Should I get you another water?
Yeah. Whatever's easiest. See.
She tricked me. Check, check, check. She has alligator blood. Can't get rid of her.
I gotta look at another room. I just don't know it.
I said I'd drink you last. I lied. Go Thaddeus. I like when you say give up. Usually that's what Bonarici says.
So I'm not completely sure. I was looking at rook takes c2.
That's not right.
Oh, okay. And then I thought rook takes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was looking at queen b1 and then trying to queen. Well, go ahead.
No, they don't play rook c8, and you gotta watch it over here.
I didn't even see that.
So you play a2, and then he can play rook here, rook takes, or rook c8. I'm hoping he plays rook c8 because I like the refutation of that. If he takes the rook, you queen. And if he takes your queen, you take his queen.
That was the missing piece. I looked at this line. I couldn't
But you
see
don't
that.
actually queen right away because if he takes your queen, you take his queen. He plays b7. So what I meant to say was after here takes, you play queen c5 check. Then you queen.
Okay.
I'm hoping he plays here because that has the best refutation. Darn. That's no fun. This is just queen a7, I think. Yeah, b7, queen a7.
Yeah.
Let me show you the refutation of
Yeah, that was
rook
pretty cool.
c8.
I didn't look at anything that was
After rook
correct.
c8, which threatens mate, you check. Then you check here. Then you check here. Then you queen. You gotta see queen e7, otherwise you're in trouble. And then if you play rook here, then I take, and you have to go to the back row, and then, you know, you're getting mated before you mate me.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the right things. That's pretty cool.
2301. Seemed harder than that.
You didn't have enough time?
Yeah, he's like Bonarici.
Well, I mean, I could have looked at it longer, but I don't think I was going to get it. I just didn't have the right
Never gonna
ideas.
get it, never gonna get it.
I mean, I had the queening. I figured the a pawn was going up, but I didn't see that there was a mate
It was a2 brute. Okay,
that
ready?
white had. Yeah.
Man, he's all over us. I resign. I don't see what the issue is. All right.
Ugh. Excuse me.
I'm Lime beneficial. Oh, I'm like beneficial. What? I think you type out every word. I think tonight's the new Ted Lasso. Oh no, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow. I won't like the episode because I'm not eating. Rawr.
So, I know just rook h2. I think I wasn't sure what the. Let me look again. I didn't look at that move.
I wonder if Trying to Learn's playing his Friday night club game. Probably.
Right.
Probably.
There. Well, it seems like the next move is rook h1. No? Oh, I could also have rook f2. But I didn't look at that line. Oh. Darn, I missed it.
2390.
I missed it.
Close enough. You said rook h2.
Well, I mean, that was After I missed it, I got it.
So let me ask your opinion on the pending legal matters about what's in the news. What do you think about the police suing Afro Man?
Well, I didn't know they were suing.
Yeah,
Afro
you know
Man.
the video where they're like raiding his house?
Yeah.
They're suing him, those police officers, for invasion of their privacy. Yeah. Can't make that up.
I didn't even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I hate cops. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces of shit. That's what I think about it.
Come on, let's get a train going this stream. I want to get at least one train.
That's so funny.
Zero's not good.
The video's funny.
He should make a video about the lawsuit. He should show the lawsuit and then show the cops like what? 2 bits.
Yeah, that's a funny video.
Man, I got 2 subs today.
I wonder if he's still
not too
running
good.
for president.
I hope so.
Yeah, Afro Man's running for president. So
The
now
only way he can win is if he goes to jail.
we can have 2 presidential candidates that are
Well, he's not criminally charged. They're suing him. They want money for his video.
well, whatever happened with the original? Was he ever charged with anything? Oh, okay. They just came in his home.
They came, they found nothing, and they left. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, Thaddeus, for 500 bits. 509.
And his mom's cake. I think it was his mom's
I
cake.
got sued by the police, and I know why. Hey, hey.
Yeah, that's about because I got high guy. He's getting sued because they just went in his home and searched through all of his clothes and said they were searching for drugs and prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Said that he kidnaps women or whatever in his home.
They were like, "Oh, you're not Andrew Tate. Never mind."
And so
No prisoners.
he had all these hidden cameras and he took the footage from that and made it into a video and a new song. It's so good. You got to look at it. And his mom's pound cake or some kind of cake's in there. And that's in the song. And he makes fun of how they're looking through the pockets of his clothing and, did they find anybody in the pockets? But now they're suing him. I didn't even know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I was off the news today.
No, that was from like a week ago.
Oh, I've been trying to I've been trying to stay off because I got to learn some poker.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not as up on the news as I normally am. I hadn't even been getting on TMZ. Fragile cop egos, like always. Actually, did I tell you that Aiden had a friend that came tonight?
Mm-mm.
So one of the people at bingo tonight was a young police officer, probably about 30.
Did he arrest you for cheating last week?
No, but we were telling bad cop stories. We tried to be respectful, and since we had a cop with us tonight.
Tried to tell a good cop story, but couldn't find any. Oh, snap.
I told the one about when I got pulled over in rush hour traffic, and he said I was trying to evade arrest.
There's a video I saw yesterday, I'm sure you saw it, where the woman's driving and she has her flashers on. They're pulling
Oh,
her
I
over,
saw it.
And then they bumped her car and
She
tried to kill her.
flipped.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
saw it.
bullshit.
I was always told if a cop tries to pull you over, you can go to a police station. But I guess now you got to pull over or you get shot. I mean, because you don't know if it's actually a cop or not.
Right. So if
Could
you're
be a fake cop.
if you're a woman, she had her flashers on. I
Right.
mean, I'm always scared when I get pulled over by the cops. I don't know what they're gonna do or say or. You're a new follower. Hey, Mankeskus. How's it going? You've been waiting for 10 minutes to say that. And
It's
it was long.
It's
Okay.
strong.
Is
It's
it-
time to get the friction
Is that
over.
one of the words that means something else or no?
No, when you're a new follower, you have to wait 10 minutes to chat, I
Oh.
guess. Yeah.
Well, welcome. I forgot you have to wait once you follow. Well,
Ready?
I don't think that you can go ahead and click it. I don't think the police have the right to any privacy when discharging their duty.
When discharging their weapon? Oh, snap. All right, I solved it.
I don't know. They're always up to some bullshit. I mean,
Yes, there's too much racism in the police, and in Europe, there's too much racism also. It's not clear where there's more. There's too much nationalism in Europe, too. And there's not enough air conditioning or good public bathrooms. And you take advantage of tourists too much. Otherwise, Europe's good.
well, Americans like to go visit there a lot.
Yay, $5. Thanks, Judge Vandalay.
I mean, being a cop, that's a hard job.
That's funny, Judge Vandalay.
So I'm not, I understand that it's a hard job.
We'd like to go to Portugal.
One of, my final table friend is a cop,
Yeah.
Canadian cop.
What happened to that
Retired.
former cop who used to watch our stream? What's her name? She lives in South
Oh
Carolina.
yeah,
Maybe North
Pam.
Carolina. Yeah,
Pam. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Yeah.
She's still around. I think she goes to Rosenstream more than ever. He has an emote for
I've
her.
never been to Portugal, but we'd like to go to Portugal and Spain on vacation whenever we get a chance, which will be never, but if we ever get a chance. Maybe next year.
Let me see.
We're busy going to Vegas play poker, so. Coming this summer, that sounds like when the airfares are all hot.
See what blocks.
Yeah, it's going to be 86 degrees outside here tomorrow. Your 140 and 20 doesn't make any sense. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, Tortolino. You've been misinformed. It's never 140 outside or 20 inside.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading what Tortolino said.
What are those numbers?
He said it's, how can Americans have 140 degrees outside and 20 degrees inside? Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
All right, now listen. Let's see. I think it's Queen G.
Yeah, we want to go to Portugal, Spain, and maybe Morocco, like on a one trip, like in 10 days, and go to all three.
Yeah, isn't it just Queen G1?
Yeah, I mean, I want to do that. Karen probably wants to go to Vegas and play poker.
Queen. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's Queen G4.
2,400.
That was
Yay.
easy.
Maybe he meant Celsius, but what's 140 Celsius? It's never on Earth anywhere has it been that hot. That's like a volcano. What? Anyway, you're banned. Would you rather go to Portugal, Spain, or Morocco?
Yeah,
I mean, the obvious answer is Spain.
Spain.
That's the obvious. But you could go to all three.
I
Or
mean,
you just go to two.
I'd love to go to all three. I'm just saying, if you're making me pick one,
Yeah, I think we'd have to be gone for 10 days to go to all three. Otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
well, I need to win win some poker tournaments, and then we can
we
plan.
just need to sell 10,000 chessable courses.
Right, or that.
See, I was thinking, I didn't tell this stream or you, but I can mention it now because it's good content. I was thinking if Chessable does well, then I could just do Chessable and stop streaming, and then they wouldn't have to not give me subs. I thought I'd give it till the end of the year and see how they do. That's Karen's favorite idea ever.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a good idea.
Why not?
Well, I mean, we can talk about it later.
Well, we could talk about it here and get good content.
I don't want to
No,
talk
I
about it
figured
here.
I figured you wouldn't like it, but I thought it was a good idea if we made more money doing Chessable.
Well, Lacey said it. It's like an ecosystem. I'll go and talk about it since you obviously want to talk about it. But Lacey said it. Streaming funnels into Chessable. It's like an ecosystem.
No, I know. Yeah.
And with the YouTube, and so the Chessable becomes less viable if you don't have other stuff going on too.
Perhaps not. How did I do here, though? Well, actually, I shouldn't do that.
You can't just give up streaming, says Lacey.
Damn.
Well, I mean, what if I won some money in poker? I'd still want to stream occasionally. I like streaming.
How does this thing here?
I don't know.
I have to get rid of these to see what
I
this
hate
is.
these dumb designs. Let's do another puzzle. C.L. Smith says it's a night move arrow.
Oh, that's why I can't get rid of it. Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't get rid of it. Thank you, C.L. Smith. I never would have figured that out ever. I'm too dumb. So we'll just look at this for the rest of the stream. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Then we'll turn the channel into you playing poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my goal.
If I got better, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, you'll play poker and I'll do chessable because I can do chessable all over the house. Right now, I just do it here, but I would have my laptop like upstairs and
You can do that
watch
now.
TV. Yeah, I have to walk my thing up and down all the time.
I know, but like you're trying to get fit and lose weight.
Yeah, but
That
you got to
contributes to that
unplug
goal.
everything and plug everything back in. I don't want to do that.
I do it all the time. I do it several times a day when I come down here and do the treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
I have to unplug and then I bring it down here.
Terrible.
You know, it's an extra 2 minutes.
Anyway, that's what we'll do.
I thought you'd keep streaming even if you had 20 million. I think I would want to keep streaming, but it probably wouldn't be every day.
It wouldn't be with me. Yeah. Karen would stream poker and Karu just left. He did? Where'd he go?
I thought he was still streaming on Twitch. I thought he was streaming on Twitch and Kick.
Mm-hmm. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I think that they must not have played the heads-up match today.
No?
They're not playing every day. I think they're just playing the weekends. Because I saw no updates at all on
Want to
Twitter.
plug your phone in? Mine's charged enough.
Mine's fine. Let's see.
Nick Arabal says, something else fun. Berkey has attempted to angle shoot me in every big pot so far. Either fake folding or fake calling. Pretty scummy in my opinion.
I mean, that's
That
such
doesn't sound
bullshit.
like Berkey.
There's no way he would. What is going on? Why does he have so many people in his corner? I can't stand Lynn. All she does is just act like a bimbo. Put her tits out there and act like a dumb
Speaking of
bimbo.
that, who's that?
I don't know.
I've heard of her, but I didn't know that was her.
I don't know.
Pam Anderson.
Oh,
How old do you think she is?
when was that? She's in her 50s. She's
Yes, 55.
Yeah, told you the other day. I thought she was looking good.
You know why?
No.
She's vegan.
Well, she didn't go. Even though she got a bunch of plastic surgery when she was younger, looks like she stopped doing that. Whatever she's doing to her lips, her lips look normal. So she actually looks pretty good because she stopped doing stuff.
Stormy Daniels tweeted, y'all keep saying cum dumpster like it's a bad thing. It's definitely more fun being under my sexy man instead of under arrest. And so forth. Go Stormy. Stormy.
All right, now
Weather.
let me do this. No.
I forgot what it was. Oh, yeah, I didn't solve it.
Oh.
I thought I solved it, so I was looking at my phone. But I did not solve it.
Yeah, I got to catch up on all the news. I thought that was funny, the Nick Airball tweet about angle shooting. That's absurd. I don't understand how people are supporting that guy.
I have an answer.
All right, I'm just going to look another moment.
No, that illegal move isn't even that good.
Darn, I'm not real sure.
Yay, 3,000 viewers again.
I just don't know.
So
I
there's
was
two.
looking at Rook H3.
There's two possible first moves: Bishop H6 and Rook G3.
Oh, G3.
And I think it's Rook G3. After Bishop H6, Rook here, and the king runs out, I don't see what to do. After Rook here, if he plays Rook here, then we play Rook here. Then he plays Rook back, and we play Bishop H6, and I think that's winning. So I think it's that. And if it's not that, then it's that.
Okay. Well, go ahead because I didn't get it.
So now the question is it Bishop H6 or takes? I'm leaning towards takes.
Yeah. I looked at all that. I just didn't understand it.
$29.70.
Yeah, I think I could have gotten it if I'd had like another 5 minutes. Hey, Infinite Potato.
What does a Bishop H6 win? I guess just Rook F7. Anyway, it was 2970, so it's too hard for the chat, even when they see the answer. Lawful Waffle said you pretty much got it, but it was not allowed because he put Karen at the end.
No, I didn't really. I got some of the ideas, but they're hard. I can't get them all.
I don't know. People always say, like, what about this move? But they don't say when. Like, Rook H3 doesn't have a threat. Like,
That was my move, which was wrong.
here,
I looked at the other ones and I just didn't understand them.
Bishop H6 would be like my second try, but I didn't see how to win after this because I'm going to run away. I don't understand the move Queen G6. What's the point of that move? Like, I don't understand your answer. You're just making legal moves and there's no threats.
Well, I looked at that too.
Right, but he's saying, why doesn't this win? And I'm like, there's no threat. Like, it's White's move. I mean, I don't have to move.
Well, if you could swing the rook over there.
Still no threat. If you play rook here, then bishop takes is a threat, but I would play bishop f8.
Right.
So, yeah, the engine just says every move wins. f4, knight d5. I assume if it's White's move, Black's winning. Yeah, we have to ban Sergeant Major Dilemma.
I looked at some of those same ideas.
I mean, if I play here and you play rook h3, there's still no threat. So, now it says White has a draw. Yeah, everybody's banned. And the Braves won and the Hawks won. All right, the chat is banned. Okay, I got it. Yeah, the Braves are 4-1. They have the best hitting lineup in the National League. They have great pitching. Yeah, I mean, they're just great. They should win the World Series without any difficulty. No difficulty. Like the 84 Tigers, the greatest team ever. Which is funny because Archer and I are going to see the Braves play the Padres, and that's who the Tigers beat in the 84 World Series. And Ray Kroc, the former owner of McDonald's, owned the Padres, and he died that year before they went to the World Series. He never saw his team go to the World Series. But he was alive when the McDonald's got shot up in 84 in the summer. In July or August of 84, somebody went to a McDonald's in California and shot everybody. The McDonald's gave the survivors of the family like $1 million each. Then Ray Kroc died. Then the Padres lost the World Series. That's basically 1984 in a nutshell. Can someone give 99 subs? Because we've gotten 2 subs this stream. That's not enough. If we have 99 subs, then we don't have any problems. Or something like that. Just as Orwell predicted, that's right. Laszlo Adamus will explain now. I'll have to go to the store in the morning and get some water.
There's some in my trunk of the smaller ones.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't then. I got some Crystal Light. They said if you put that in the mixture, you won't gag and throw up all night.
Yeah, I mean, we still need more water. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll go get some water.
But I have
They
some
say
to
the-
get us through.
they actually attach some lemon thing to it, which I can put in the concoction.
I can go there.
Alan Trammell did play for the '84 Tigers. That's correct. As did Lance Parrish and Lou Whitaker,
So I think it's
Larry Herndon.
D takes E4. Rook takes D4. King F4.
Mm-hmm.
King F3. All right, let me look another moment.
Chet Lemon. Yeah, we had Willie Hernandez, Aurelio Lopez, Senior Smoke,
H5.
Milt Wilcox, Jack Morris.
H4.
Milt Wilcox had 2 outs in the 9th in a perfect game in
H3.
Chicago against the White Sox. He gave up a hit.
Let's see, sure.
Jack Morris had more wins
H2.
in the 1990s than any pitcher in Major League Baseball. 2590. He also won a
Yay,
World
got
Series
one.
with the Twins, winning 1-0 in 10 innings. Frankly, delicious. Yeah, you solved it. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Gibson. Yep.
Ben, have you seen David Packman around lately on stream? I haven't seen him over here. I've seen him on Twitter. Got it.
I know that he
Little bit
does
of
stream, but
trouble.
I would never watch his stream.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on our stream here, and I haven't seen him streaming lately. I do get on his stream occasionally. Let's see who's streaming right now. Hassan's streaming. Hassan
Chop,
is always streaming.
even when he's not.
Do any of you guys watch Hassan? I like his channel.
I think I did it all. Didn't we all?
Hey,
almost
Zebra.
have it all?
I never watched his stream except for I watched it today. You mean Pac-Man? Because he was probably fired up about
Let's get a train, people.
the Trump stuff.
We haven't had a
Hang
train
on a
this
minute. I'm going
week.
to talk to you a second, Zebra. But I want to finish asking about, oh, you mean Pac-Man. I really like this song from Hassan's stream called Hassan is Streaming. And there's a cover version. And she's got a beautiful voice. It's I just heard it one time when I was catching the end of Hassan's stream. And I like it some lawful waffle, 20 minutes. And then I move along. So Zebra says, Karen, going to Seminole Hard Rock Tourney. I can't talk. I'm going to say cafe. No, I mean, I have it on our calendar because it was sort of, I wanted to either go there or to Tunica. I think was where there was another one.
Mm-hmm.
But probably not going to work out, although I wouldn't rule it out. But we're definitely going.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Willoughby.
Wilby, for the sub. We're definitely going to Cherokee.
And by we mean her.
Ben's actually out of town working at the Chess Elementary Nationals.
We're actually going next week to Cherokee.
That's true, but there's no big event. But
no,
yeah,
we're just going for a couple days.
just gonna go
Day and a
play
half, a day.
some cash games in a daily for just an overnight next week. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Cherokee for probably 3 or 4 days. Also, I didn't even tell you this. They have a satellite into the main event.
Just a second. He donated 50 subs.
Oh my God!
Thanks, Juice916 for 50 subs.
Yay, Deuce 916.
If somebody gives 1 sub or 100 bits, we'll be on level 10.
Probably because I'm talking about poker.
Go Deuce.
Yay, thank you, Deuce 1.
Go Deuce to 7. I mean, Juice916.
But Zebra, so, and anybody else that plays poker. So yeah, I'm going to play in Cherokee mid-May. But I didn't tell you that May 21st, I think is the date. It's on a Sunday. I might go up for the day because they have a satellite tournament that's into another tournament that you can get into the main. The satellite tournament's 250 entry.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tournament that's a satellite into the main. So it's a satellite into a main. So it's all on Sunday.
Thanks, Game Trion.
So I can just go up for that. I'm desperately trying to get into the main event this summer at World Series of Poker.
Make sure it's for the right main event.
But it's too expensive. It's $10,000. We don't have that kind of money, and I'm not that great.
Yeah, that's like 5,000 subs. Thanks for 200 bits, whoever just did it.
Thank you, and thank you again, Deuce916. Where does Zebra go? Now, I've said all this stuff, and I don't know where you went.
He didn't say nothing.
Okay.
He said, hey.
Okay. Darn.
Thanks, Sergeant Major Dilemma.
No, he asked me stuff.
Yeah, you answered.
I know. Oh, there he is. Anyway. And then I'm pretty sure Zebra, I may have already told
Is
you
Zebra
this.
who I think it is?
Well, we can talk about it later.
Okay.
But we're going to be in Vegas June 25th through July 6th.
Right.
Yeah.
You got it.
I did it.
And I'm going to be in Vegas before that for 4 or 5 days for the National Open at the Rio. So I could stop by the World Series of Poker at that time and sign autographs and stuff, but I probably won't.
Yay, Zebra's
could.
going to be there. I got all sorts of people that I want to see and meet in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be doing game analysis and a simul and chess camp in Vegas.
Cool, Pancake Gremlin's going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't get to go this time, so that's my favorite tournament, chess tournament. Because it's in Vegas.
2031 Rapids, good for an adult.
They
But
run it
adults are worse than kids. So.
They run it really well.
When at Rio exactly? June, give me a second, 14th to 19th. Yeah, you can come by the Rio and we'll get Indian food. They have an Indian place there. I'm not sure if it's open.
So how long are you going to be there, Zebra? Darn, I'm missing stuff already. I'm missing Indian food with Zebra and Ben.
Well, I'm just kidding. We'll eat at a real hotel, not the Rio. Jesus Christ. The Rio's a million times better than the Westgate, but the other casinos are a billion times better. So
Yeah.
the worst poker room in the United States is at the Westgate. I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm like half kidding. Half. In fact, Zebra is so good at poker, he didn't know Westgate had a poker room. There can't be one there. That's what he's confused about.
Yeah, it's a little weak, their poker room. I enjoyed, hey, Pancake Gremlin, they have a poker tournament for all the chess players at the end of the National Open. I played that last year.
And if you're not a chess player, you can play too, but
it was fun.
entry fee is like $100 and first place is like $10. You want to play in that.
For the
Zebra doesn't.
oh no. It was just a fun. That was my first I think that was my first tournament, wasn't it? That was my first poker tournament ever. And I final tabled. I mean, there weren't a lot of players.
There were
but
only 9
still.
entries. So no, I'm kidding. There were like 60, 70.
I final tabled. Took those chess players right on down.
Yay, thanks for the 50 subs. You made this stream worth it.
I got a bounty. I knocked out
I got a bounty too.
Glenn. Okay, that's
Yeah, I knocked out. Who did I knock out? You knocked out Glenn.
I think we still have that money.
Yeah, I have my bounty. I
forgot to cash it in. Hey, yeah, that was my first poker tournament ever, Zebra. Was the one at the National
Who did I
Open.
knock out? Forgot.
But that began my long love affair with poker.
No, we didn't get to level 10. We got to level 9 at 9%.
Yay.
Whoa. He gave 50 more subs.
What?
I get to hit you when that happens.
Yeah, don't.
What
Thank
if I do that every
Deuce.
time he gets 50 subs?
I'm gonna, get mad.
Really?
Yeah, it actually hurts a little bit.
What if it's 200 subs?
Yeah, you can just, hit something over there.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you, Deuce.
Yay. Go Deuce to 7.
Yay!
He just gave 50 subs, Lacey. He gave 50 subs twice.
Yeah, bye, Zebra. We'll talk more. I'm real excited to see you this
Go,
summer
Zebra.
and play some poker.
Man, if you have to go to the Rio, I feel bad. Don't do it. Yeah, we broke 1,300 subs.
Can I cop a
Yeah, we
subby?
need 2 more subs to get to level 12. From level 9 to 11 was 50 subs. We didn't go to level 12. We got 2 levels for 50. It's harder as you go on.
Yeah.
They make it like 20 subs a level. Tough.
No.
We need 2 or 3 subs for level 12.
No, I mean, I love chess too, but I'll just leave it Karen chess.
Thanks, Deuce916.
But that's my name on ACR too.
Deuce916?
Isn't Rio one of the decent hotels in Vegas?
I mean, off strip, it's decent. If it was on the strip, it would be, not as good.
Oh, just trying to learn to
It's
start
not
playing.
bad.
You just start playing again, Deuce? Where do you play?
Thanks, Debugger2B.
Oh, you're talking about chess.
I forgot there was a world championship match.
You just start playing chess again?
That's how excited I am.
You forgot what?
There was a world championship match starting in a few days.
Yes.
Thanks, Debugger. Let's get to level 12. We need like 3 or 4 subs or 10 or something.
Yeah, chess, you mean Deuce 9-1. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking a little break from chess, and it's not because I don't like chess. I love chess. But I've got some poker tournaments coming up that are more important that I am studying for.
It's the world championship. I mean, Magnus isn't playing.
Constantly. Yeah.
It's actually rare for the best player in the world to be the world champion. It just isn't rare when it was Fischer, Kasparov, and Karpov. Otherwise, it's rare. Otherwise, it's not so clear who the best player in the world is. But, Carlsen tricked everybody by being the best player in the world and the world champion. But having somebody who's 2-9, rating-wise, that happened a lot in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That happened, except the 70s.
Yeah, well, Ben's going to do recaps. It's a bit hard to do coverage because you're just sitting there for hours with nothing going on, waiting on a move. And also, it's super early in the morning.
What is?
The World Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So much chess now.
Yeah, Lawful Waffle was saying you guys have to cover it, and I was explaining you are, but just not live.
I'm not going to do it live. I'll do recap every day.
I did, Pancake Gremlin. Did you join the poker train because the prize funds are higher? Not only are they higher, but I've actually won a few. I have a chance to be decent at an older age. It's hard to be good if you start chess when you're older. And that doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing chess, but right now I got to follow the poker trail. And I have so much support. The poker community is so great. And very, it's just a different, their chess community is good too, but it's easier for the women to meet the other women poker players because there aren't that many. And it's like chess, so everybody's trying to help everybody get better and point you to resources. But poker's more conducive to being social, right? You're talking to people while you're playing. So it's just a different game.
Yay, Deuce916. You're the best. That's right, Lawful Waffle.
I know. I'm happy that we're allowed to do that, Lawful Waffle.
Right, that's why we're flying to Vegas. They won't let her drive.
What else sexist can we think of?
Oh, they're always like, to me, what's your wife doing when you're playing poker? And I'm like, she's playing poker. I'm just hanging out. I'm like, she's playing more poker than I am.
Is that what the guys are
And they're
always
like,
saying?
oh, man. Yeah, they're like, oh, man, that's great. Your wife plays poker. Man, they're like, they wish they could meet a woman who played poker.
I had one tell me that one time. He's hitting on me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I said something about you were there at some other table, and he's like, oh, your husband's so lucky to have a wife that plays poker.
Mm-hmm. That's why we married, because you play poker. Yay, 101 subs. What else? All right, ready?
Yeah.
I've done a puzzle in a long time.
I've traveled by myself to play chess many times and poker. It's
What
more,
else?
it's more fun than when we go together for the poker. I prefer that.
Yay, noises.
It just doesn't always work out that way. I'll have to find out from Zebra if he's going to be in Seminole. I think he just mainly goes to Vegas. I mean, I wasn't even look. I thought it was whites, white making sense. Okay, black to move. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah, black's in check.
Right. I was confused.
Yeah, we're black because there's 8.
I got it. You don't have to explain why all the reasons I'm dumb.
Yay, noises.
Let's see. There, then I get checked again.
I have solved it.
Yeah.
That's right, Pancake Gremlin.
What'd he say? Oh,
Do people usually play Texas Hold'em in Vegas and other poker events? That's the most common game, but they have other games also.
yeah, they have, especially at the World Series of Poker, or the big festival type series where they just have all kinds of events. Yeah, they have everything. And then last time I was in Cherokee, North Carolina, man, I love the sit and go. The sit and go was so much fun. I've never done one. I had a really fun table.
Lawful Waffle, even though you were kidding, you're still right. In some casinos, I've been to them in Detroit, and I think in Vegas in some, but not many. They have Casino War. It's like where the blackjack tables are and the other, table games. And it's war. It's the rules of war. You bet whatever you want before the hand. And the reason you lose is the casino wins on ties. So if you both get the same card, the casino wins. They don't do where you keep going.
Okay, so
That game does exist. Casino War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Sing it again.
So, I think I'm not sure. I think it's King A6.
Why is it King A6 and not the other moves?
Well, if you go King B6, then he'll go Rook B4.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to quit being checked because then I can take that bishop. up
After
there.
King A6, you could go knight here check.
I know, and then I was just going to go King A7.
Right. Okay, so that's not right, King A7, but this is right.
Okay.
Yeah. The point of this problem is what's white going to do about that? What's white going to do
I
about
just
rook
said
takes
that.
D1?
They take it and then you can
Okay,
queen.
Right, so what's white going to do about it? Forget about this. What's white going to do
Well,
about
my
this
first
problem?
move has to be to get out of check.
Right, but what's white going to do about this problem?
Well, they can't really do anything because if they can't do anything,
Okay, so he has to go King F2,
right?
then you take, then King E2. Then your rook moves away, he takes this pawn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have to figure out which move here makes the most sense based on that. And the answer is, if he goes rook takes pawn check after here, then there's nothing you can do after this. This is good for white. If you play king here and he plays knight d6, it's the same thing. After king here, there's two possibilities. He goes here, then you'll win this knight by taking it. Or more likely, he'll play knight c5 check. Now you must play king b5. The reason you must play king b5 is when he does this, attacks your rook, You play rook c1, threatening the queen.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay.
He takes the pawn. You take the rook, and then your king takes the knight.
Can you just show it all to
Right.
me?
So you have to play king b5, so you're on the knight.
You lost me. I'm gonna have to see it on the board.
Then here, you're attacking the knight.
Okay.
Then here, and then you
Okay.
can take the knight next move.
Oh, I see.
But that's hard to see.
Yeah, that was too hard for me.
Yeah, that was 29-41.
Did anybody get it?
The
That
chat
was
gets it. The chat
too
says
hard.
this is the answer, and they give like half a move. Then they don't see the next 8 moves, and they don't see what either side does, and they say they were right.
You-
They're like, I saw the first move, I'm right.
Yeah, that was a great puzzle, but that was too hard for me. Have you not played a sit and go, CL Smith? Oh my God, it's so much fun. The one I played, you had to put in 300. I played it twice. This last time I went, 300, and there are 9 people at the table. You have to wait on 9 people to show up, and you just show up and give your cash right there at the table. So actually, was it 200? No, it was 200. It was a 200 buy-in, but they have the 300 ones too. Anyway, so the total prize fund is 1,800, and it got down to 3 of us, and they're supposed to be really.
Yeah, the entry fee was 200, right?
Oh, you mean war sounds degen, not sit and goes. What is it?
You said the entry was 300, so it was 200?
Yeah, it was 2 because I think the prize fund was 1,800.
Right.
Yeah, but there were some that were 300, but the one
Right.
I did was 2.
Yeah.
So I was just correcting that.
And they always chop at the end, the final 2 or 3 people. It almost never goes to 1.
Well, the funny thing was, I said I wasn't going to chop.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was me and 2 guys left, and the one guy hinted that he wanted to chop. I said, I'm not chopping.
And then Lorena Bobbitt showed up and said, chop, chop, chop,
And he
chop.
goes, well, all right, no chopping. Well, then I did chop, so it was all fun.
Bam!
It was funny later. Because, I mean, it just went on and on and on. So finally, none of us, we just kept trading chips between the 3 of us. So then we agreed to chop 3 ways. It was fun. That was really
Yeah, the
fun.
second I left the room, Karen was involved in 3-way action.
I've never done anything online other than tournaments, but in person.
But has she done 3-way action? The answer is yes.
No.
No, I'm in poker.
All right, let's do another one.
Wait, I'm still completing my masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did it. All right, good enough. Hey, we've had this before, I think. Could be wrong. Yay, 100 subs from Deuce916. He's first place in gifting subs this week. Second place is 1.
Yay. Thank you, Ace.
So if Bob Green or Will B gives 100 subs, they'll have 1 more than Deuce9. And that's all that matters. This is the last puzzle that we're going to raid somebody. Then I have to cry about not eating for 36 hours. Oh, snap.
That's difficult.
Actually, more than 36 hours.
That seems very difficult.
Yeah, but I can have coffee and tea. I'm going to go to the store, get tea, water, have coffee. Man, that's pretty good. That's good eating. And then I can drink that crap that tastes horrible, makes you throw up. Perfect. Also, it can kill you. The procedure itself is easy. The prep could kill you, or you make you throw up, or it's the worst thing that ever happened to you. That's what everybody says. Wes has had like 3 of them. They're trying to get Wes to do another one. And Wes is like, can I just die in peace? Leave me alone. Yeah, call Wes.
Okay.
He's had a cold for a month. They said he does not have COVID. Let Ben get in shape so he can take Karen dancing. That's what Karen wants. She wants me to take her dancing.
Who said that?
Yeah,
Aw. Bo Huckabee.
you ready to go dancing?
Yeah, I'm not a big dancer, but I do like to go singing.
What about prancing?
I mean, I can dance, so, I'm no good.
You've had several colonoscopies, CL Smith. Aren't you like 30? What? I'm also getting an endoscopy because they can get you from both ways that way. Man, CL Smith says yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's unusual.
Yeah, he probably has some condition
Yeah.
like hypochondria or something.
Let's see. I mean, I don't think I can do all the not eating, so.
He has Crohn's disease, so he has to have one every 5 years.
Oh. I've heard of Crohn's, yeah. That's pretty serious.
That explains some of your test results. Oh, snap.
Oh, is it there?
Dancing's all about the lead. All women love being swung around. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm old and I have a bad back.
Mine isn't serious, fortunately.
So, no. All right, let me see. There are knights hanging over there. Let me see what's going on. Is there a mate that I can't find? Right there. And you can move the knight. Oh no.
Yeah, I like taking a nap. That sounds good. I'll probably try to sleep a lot tomorrow so I don't eat. What am I going to eat my sleep? Ooh, that'd be good. But I have to go to the store and get some liquids.
So, I'm not completely sure. I thought
Also, I'm going to stream tomorrow like at noon.
Knight D7.
Close. That's what the chat says.
Oh.
So maybe I'm wrong.
Well, go ahead with your
I
answer.
think it's knight f7,
Yeah.
king takes, knight e5 check, something takes the knight, queen takes h5 check, and then we take back. And we're up a pawn and winning. Knight takes, he plays knight takes here, and I don't see anything good. Somebody said knight c5, knight takes, knight b7, but I don't think that works. I think I can just play queen c7, then take on h2 or e3 and have a rook and a pawn for 2 pieces, which is better for white, but not winning.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's this.
Okay.
And then this. And then this. Yeah. And I think we've had it before.
It does look familiar, actually. Well, darn, I had to miss the last one, but that's just the way it
You
is.
can do one more if you want. Let's see. We raid Naroditsky, Chessbras Just Chatting, Gowry. I'll leave it up to you. Gowry or Naroditsky. They're both GMs.
Let me just look for a second. Who were you suggesting?
Gowry or Naroditsky. I already typed one of them in, so I hope you pick the same one.
Either one. Either one.
Okay. All right. Tomorrow I'll be streaming early because at 6 p.m. I have to take this thing, which will leave me in the bathroom from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., so I can't stream.
Gowry's rating us.
But I'm rating him. What?
Should we can?
Gowry is rating. I can cancel.
Should we cancel it?
Is he